Greg, 8:31, satisfied today?
Yeah, just about. I mean, it's funny, you come all the way to Rome and you think you're going to get really nice hot conditions and everything else, and sadly it was a bit chilly tonight. I think I got dubbed the best bad weather jumper in the world last year, because everywhere I went I had bad conditions. It wasn't bad as such, but a bit headwindy and a bit chilly. But no, 8:31 in these conditions, fantastic, and it is good to win by a good, 11, 12 centimetres again.
And feeling healthy, because we spoke yesterday and you said you wanted to do 3-4 rounds at most. You feeling good?
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you. Those final 3 rounds weren't ideal at all. It was very quick fire, and yeah, it does hit you pretty hard. I'm going to go see my physio now and sort of check through. I feel a bit tight, actually, to be totally honest, after that. But we'll see. I'm hoping, obviously, to be able to go to Birmingham and jump really well there if there's good conditions. But I'll have to assess tomorrow and then Saturday and then go from there.
So one of the things that I've noticed in the last year or so, you've become incredibly consistent around this 8:30 mark now. What have you changed to be able to do that?
I think I'm just getting old. That's all it is. It's just like, I'm an old dog now, and I'd learned all my tricks a few years ago, and I'm just being able to put them together. And it is experience. I used to go to meets as a youngster, and I used to look at people in those meets and think, oh, well, I'm lucky if I get 3rd or 4th. I never think like that anymore. I go into every meet looking to win and looking to do well, and that's come from having multiple wins in the past and winning majors and beating these guys. Everybody's human, and I know on my best day that I can beat most people. So that's how I look at it, and that's what I want to do. I do this sport because I love winning and I love doing what I do. So so it helps. Getting old helps, actually, in this event.
So coming in today, I think you're about 4th or 5th on season's best. Do you think there's almost like a fear factor now, because you've got this 4 titles under your belt and diamond race victories last season?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I come to meets and I know, I can tell by some of the guys, their opinion towards me and whatever else has changed slightly. They act differently around me, and that's absolutely fine. Look, hey, I used to go to meets, I used to have the likes of Dwight Phillips and Irvin Saladino, 2 of the greatest jumpers ever. And I used to be thinking, I'd love to be able to beat these guys. And it's a bit of an honour, I guess, if some of the other jumpers are thinking of that towards me. So I guess people see me as one to beat, and when I'm in a comp, they want to beat me. But I like that. That's a good place to be.
So again, from yesterday when we were chatting, you were talking about doing 1s and 2s. You've been working a bit more on your speed this year and a bit more on your your run-up approach.
Yeah, I very nearly ran a 1 in California, but then it just didn't work out for me. I had a bit of a tight hamstring after I had a terrible day's jumping. But no, I being based out of Phoenix, there's a hell of a lot of good. We saw Amir Webb again tonight, who's sort of become a bit of a friend and a very, very good sprinter. Ran a fantastic 2 and then a PB in the 1. And there's people like that around you, and you're watching them train, and you want to try and emulate a bit of that speed they've got. If I'm fast on the runway, I'll jump far. And being based out of Phoenix has really helped with that.
So the runway today was very close to the track. I think it was your last run you were running alongside some of the other runners running on the track. How does that affect kind of the run? Do you feel faster, or is it more off-putting?
No, I completely and utterly blocked that out. I mean, you might have seen as well, my frustration spilled over ever so slightly as a guy with a camera decided to walk onto the runway right at the pit where I was then just about to start my run. So that's frustrating when that happens, because there's a lot of officials down there and they didn't manage to stop that. But no, you block with that sort of thing. Experience again. I've been here before. I jumped actually 8:32 last time I was here, so 8:31 is not too bad as well. So you learn how to deal with these things, and I block it out entirely.
So, the Garden Gala.
Yeah.
Golden Gala.
I like that, Golden Gala, that's good.
Can you tell us a bit about that for later in the season?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're sort of playing around with the date at the moment. We're sort of even considering the very end of August or sort of a few days into September now, just because there'll be people in Europe who will hopefully be willing to jump in the meet. And it's coming together. A few companies have already said that they're really keen to get behind it. I'm very keen, again, with this level of empowerment towards athletes. I want to pay athletes. I want to sort of put them on a pedestal a little bit and sort of showcase their abilities and them as people. And I think that's what we're lacking a little bit in the sport at the moment. I want to have it fun, festival feel. I might even get an alcohol brand behind it to make it a bit of life. The athletes won't be drinking before we jump, I would like to stipulate. But we want to make it a fun event, like turn it into something that we don't really see and associate with athletics. Take what the street event is doing, which is incredible, which I love street athletics, and turn it into something slightly different, a bit more of a festival, like I say. So that's hopefully going to come to say the very start of September or the very end of August after the Olympics. We're going to have a hell of a lot of fun. You'll be invited, of course. Well, you'll definitely be invited, as we've been having discussions. So I think it will be a really good one.
Great. Well, hopefully we'll see you in Birmingham, legs permitting, and good luck if you.
Cheers. Appreciate that as always. Thank you.